Hello and welcome, dear children. Let us continue with Standard 8th History, chapter number 10, Armed Revolutionary Movement. In part 2, we have studied and understood about different revolutionaries that formed organizations, took arms in their hands, and rebelled against the British government. One of such movement was the Ghadar movement. Ghadar means revolt. This movement was started in early 20th century by the Indians who lived abroad in other countries. Basically, this movement included Punjabi Indians who lived and worked on the western coast of the United States and Canada. But the movement later spread to India and also to the other Indian people staying around in the world. After the end of Swadeshi movement and revolutionary activities during the year 1902 to 1912, there was nothing much that was happening in India. But this year, that is the year 1914, it was the time of the First World War. It was actually a maturity time for Indian nationalism. Why like that? Because that time the Indian people started believing in the fact that Britain's difficulty is India's opportunity. That is what they realized. Whereas on the other side, we can also see that many of the Indians had migrated to North America. Basically, they were the people from Punjab who had been serving British East India Company, and later they wanted to have a better life. So in search of better life, they had migrated mostly to Canada. So most of them had migrated to Vancouver in Canada. But when they reached Canada, they had to face racial discrimination. This was the time that they realized that this racial discrimination is because they do not belong to a free country. So the leaders like Lala Hardayal, Bhai Paramananda, Dr. Panduranga, etc., they came together and organized Ghadar movement. Ghadar was a journal of this organization which was published weekly. The very first page of this magazine or this newspaper consisted of points exposing the British government. It also included the contribution of national leaders and their dedicated work towards their motherland. They were also writing about the revolutionary and daring deeds of all the great leaders. The purpose behind writing in Ghadar magazine was to motivate and inspire people to revolt against the unjust rule of British. Now this magazine was not restricted just to North America, but it also reached to various other countries like Africa, China, Malaysia, Europe, Japan, Argentina, Russia. Wherever the Indian was staying, the newspaper reached to these Indians. Many of the Indian soldiers in British Army also joined this revolt. We also know about the great leaders like Ras Bihari Bose and Vishnu Ganesh Pingle. They were the leaders of this revolt. But due to treachery, the British traced their plan. And what happened? Pingle got caught by the police and later he was hanged till death. Ras Bihari Bose somehow managed to escape and he successfully escaped. After that, he went to Japan and continued his revolutionary activities even by staying in Japan. So, such other revolutionary activities had also started in other parts of the countries and which were led by various leaders. Few we can see like Virendranath Chattopadhyay, Bhupen Datta, Hardayal. They had started all these revolutionary activities in Berlin, that is in Germany. Then we also know about Mahendra Pratap, then Barkatullah and Obayatullah Sindhi. Okay, they also started their revolutionary activities in other country named as Kabul. Next we will talk about the Hindustan Socialist Republican Association. This revolutionary organization was also known as Hindustan Socialist Republican Army, established in 1923 at Kanpur. It was founded by Chandrasekhar Azad. Many young men were influenced by socialist ideas and decided to set up nationwide revolutionary organization. The young members like Chandrasekhar Azad, Bhagat Singh, Rajguru, Sukhdev and many more were at the forefront. Their motive behind this organization was to overthrow the unjust and socio-economic system which exploited the farmers and the workers. The other objective was to gather arms and ammunitions and to supply the same to various revolutionaries and fight against the British government. One of the revolutionary activity included the killing of John Saunders. Now, why did they want to kill John Saunders? Let us understand. When the Simon Commission, you all know, children know about the Simon Commission which we had studied in the previous lesson. So, we will talk about the Simon Commission. Something had happened in Simon Commission and because of that only they wanted to take a revenge. So, let us know that incident first. When the Simon Commission visited Lahore on 30th October 1928, Lala Lajpat Rai led a peaceful protest which was against this commission. But what happened? The police responded it with violence. With the superintendent of police, that is James A. Scott, which ordered his men to lathi charge the protesters. The protesters were in fact having a peace rally, but still he told the people to, he told his officers to do a lathi charge on them, in which Lala Lajpat Rai was beaten up very badly. And later, after this incident, he died. That was on 17th November 1928. Now, as a part of revenge, we all know, children, about Bhagat Singh, isn't it? Bhagat Singh, Rajguru, Chandrasekhar Azad, all these people, they made a plot to kill Scott. Okay. However, in a case of mistaken identity, Bhagat Singh was signalled to shoot on the appearance of John P. Saunders as Assistant Superintendent of Police. He was shot by Rajguru and Bhagat Singh. The next major action was by SSRA was the bombing of the Central Legislative Assembly in Delhi. That was on 8 April 1929. This attack was done as a protest against the introduction of the Public Safety Bill and the Trade Disputes Bill. Okay, so these bills were passed which was unjust and which were not good for the Indian people. Okay, so both of the bills were drafted to control whom? To control and counter the effects of revolutionary activities. And definitely Indians will not like it. So Bhagat Singh and Batukeshwar Datta, what did they do? They threw bombs at the empty treasury benches. Okay, being careful, they ensured that there are no casualties, that means there is no loss of life. This was taken care by them. They did not want to harm anybody, they just wanted to convey their message, their revolt against this bill. So they were very careful that nobody gets harmed. So in order to highlight the propaganda and the nature of their action, okay, so they made no attempt to escape after that, and they courted arrest when they knew that they are going to be arrested. But when they were getting arrested, they shouted, you know what? Inqilab Zindabad. Means what? Long live the revolution. And the other thing also they were saying, that was Samrajyavad Murdabad, which means down with imperialism. Okay, so after they were arrested, after the arrest of Bhagat Singh and Batukeshwar Datta, the police raided the HSRA's bomb factory. Now what is HSRA's? That is Hindustan Socialist Republican Association. Okay, so they had raided the bomb factory in Lahore and arrested the other members. Now the other members were like Kishori Lal, then Sukhdev Thapar and Jay Gopal. The assembly bomb case trial followed, and after that they had to have a lot of struggle in the prison as well. They had to strive a lot over there, and after so much of pain and struggle, Bhagat Singh, Sukhdev and Rajguru, they were hanged on 23rd March 1931 for this action of throwing bomb in the legislature. I hope everybody has understood this lesson, children. What did we learn in this lesson? We have seen various revolutionary displaying daring and determination while fighting against the British Raj, isn't it? We also learned about the amount of love they had for the motherland. Then the attitude of sacrifice, was just and incomparable. They sacrificed, sowed the seeds of inspiration even to the other Indians. So though Bhagat Singh and many other leaders had sacrificed their lives, that doesn't end the revolution. You'll find many other people coming up with new ideas, fighting against the Britishers, with revolt against them, and this is how at the end we find how India has got freedom with so much of struggle. So that's all for today, children. You will all learn this lesson properly. You will all go through the lesson and understand it properly. Thank you.